Listen to me. If there was a wise man who would ever think of this, they would say in order to be superior to the man, you've got to be the man. For I am the man himself.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, how y'all doing tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania? As, of course, I always think of the botch Mick Foley did. The Raw after Roadblock End of the Line 2016, which that show was here in Pittsburgh. The show I always say I wasted $100 to leave my best friend's Christmas party early for to attend. But guess what? That's in the past. That is long, long, long in the past. Those days are behind us. And now we are here in the present. And we're ready to move forward. And what is going on, guys? I know I'm saying random and insane things to start off the show, but this is the Club of the Man 1993. And I'm in a very good mood right now. You want to know why I'm in a good mood? Because, one, we are live. We are live right here on YouTube. I also have been gaining momentum again. And as I checked before we got started, we are at 1,977 subscribers. We are now 23 away from 2,000. And I am still going to try my best to get to 2,000 subscribers before WrestleMania 40. Which is why, as soon as I'm done with this, I'm going to continue working on my WrestleMania 40 predicted match card. That should be ready because I am using Adobe After Effects for this one. Should be ready by Sunday night. And of course, once we get onto the road to WrestleMania, once Chamber is out of the way, hopefully that'll be one thing. And other content that I'm going to be posting on this channel will be the key to me getting to 2,000 subscribers by WrestleMania. Again, we are 23 away. But anyways, we are here live for my preview and predictions for WWE's Elimination Chamber 2024, taking place this coming Saturday morning. Well, for most of us in the U.S. Saturday morning, February 24th, 2024. And it's taking place at Optus Stadium in Perth, Australia. Seems that superstars are already over there and have arrived in Perth. And we're going to break down the 4 matches that are on this card. I say 4, and I kind of shake my head just a wee bit. I get it. There's the 2 chamber matches. My thing though is I feel like there's 4 matches and 1 segment for this show. I kind of wish we could have had maybe 1 or 2 more matches though, if I'm being honest. You're flying overseas just for 4 matches and a segment. And the 4 matches are unfortunately, for the most part, pretty predictable. This feels like it's going to be a solid, glorified house show. It's not going to be complete blood money, but again, It is setting up for things at WrestleMania. But I think you and me can say, you can look at this card, and with obviously everything that they're teasing for WrestleMania, you know who's going to win. So this is kind of a little bit of a filler show, if I'm being honest. Matches, will they be good? Yes. I think we will see some good matches from all 4 matches. But my excitement level is not quite as high as it has been for recent WWE pay-per-views. Will it set things up? Yes. And also, again, just a reminder, I will not be reviewing the show until probably Monday, because my plans changed over the weekend for when we will be watching the show. So I won't be doing a review till there, so don't be sending me any spoilers. Okay? Okay. So let's get into talk about this show. Again, we have 4 matches and 1 segment. Well, first, let's check our live chat, and we got Tyler. He's the only person here saying he don't let Bianca win the Chamber. I don't think she is. I still think if she wrestles at WrestleMania, she is going to wrestle Jade. I still think that's who she will be fighting at WrestleMania. I am surprised, though, that Jade is not in that Chamber match. I thought she would have been the last person to be in there, but I guess she's not. Which, speaking of which, that's actually the match I think we're going to open up the show with. The Women's Elimination Chamber match, which features Becky Lynch, Liv Morgan, Bianca Belair, Naomi, Tiffany Stratton, and Raquel Rodriguez, who returned on Raw this past week, because again, I'm not reviewing Raw or SmackDown this week. She returned from Raw after having, I forgot what the illness was called Raquel had. It was some very rare thing. But whatever it was, glad to see her healthy and glad she is back for sure. Now, as far as this match goes, the Chamber matches are a little weird this year, I'm not going to lie. Like, the men's one has its thing of a majority. This match has 5 baby faces in the match, first off. And it's not that it's lacking story, but again, I guess just the biggest problem is it's very obvious who's going to win this match. It's going to be Becky. They've been teasing the hell out of Becky versus Rhea for the past few months. And honestly, that is probably the biggest match to do at WrestleMania. Now, I know, again, Tyler has his concerns about Bianca. The only reason, if I could pick, like, the least likeliest, whatnot, Tiffany Stratton's the least likeliest to win this, I think. I'm sorry, especially, again, I've seen Tiffany Stratton wrestle a handful of times. She is a great wrestler. And I do think she will get a nice showing in this Chamber match. But good God, the promo she cut on Monday, that long, like, hyped up segment for all members of the Women's Chamber match, just for all of them to come out and get beat down by Nia Jax, which, okay, the story is don't rule out Nia Jax. I get that, but Tiffany Stratton on the microphone, ugh. That promo she cut this past week was super cringe. Raquel Rodriguez, I don't really see winning either. Naomi, she just got back. I mean, I'm not screaming for Naomi versus Rhea. I'm not opposed to it, but I don't think it's happening. Bianca, the only reason why I could maybe see Bianca win is because they did tease a match last year when the two came face to face on the night after WrestleMania last year. But again, I don't think it's happening. I honestly don't want to see it. And I still think she should be the one to fight Jade. Because I do think if she didn't get hurt, I think the original plan was for Charlotte to fight Jade. But since Charlotte got hurt, Bianca, to me, is the next likely candidate. And I think her and Jade will have an excellent match. Now, Liv Morgan. I do possibly see Liv maybe winning this. Like, she's my second pick to win. She has a history with Rhea. She was a tag team with Rhea. Didn't they? I can't remember if they briefly won the tag titles or not, but I know they were contending for the tag titles. And then when Rhea first turned heel on the main roster, she turned on Liv and joined the Judgment Day. And Rhea was also the one who wrote Liv off TV for 6 months. So I can see the history. And I can, again, there's a story there. So I can see that being an option also. But I don't think it's happening yet. Although, and again, spoiler alert, I don't think Rhea's dropping the title at Mania. I do think she'll hold on to it for a little longer. Maybe until SummerSlam. And I think Liv is a candidate to dethrone Rhea. But I think as long as Rhea's champion, I do agree Becky should win this. It is also, surprisingly, her first match inside the Chamber. I didn't realize she's never competed in the Chamber before. But, and I keep saying this, and I feel bad that I'm saying this, I love Becky. Nothing will ever make me dislike Becky. But I also gotta be honest and say, again, can we kind of give someone else this spot? Which is why I don't think Becky should beat Rhea. I think Rhea needs to beat Becky. And again, I'm the one who's about giving someone new that spot. So, like I said, there's history with Liv and Rhea. The first time they made Liv champion, it didn't really work out. So, like I said, give her a couple more months, get her a direction. Like, I still say, go back to like the psycho crazy thing that they were teasing with her after she dropped the title to Ronda. So, I'm not opposed to it. But I think, again, I think Rhea will beat Becky at Mania. But that is still a WrestleMania-worthy match. And like I said, I think Rhea's going to hold on to the title for a few more months, and eventually she should drop it to Liv. That's what I'm going to continue to say. And like I said, Bianca will probably work with Jade. Don't know what we're going to do with Naomi, Tiffany, or Raquel. Probably nothing really for them. Which sucks, especially with Naomi just coming back. Yeah, I was still really surprised they didn't put Jade in this match. If Jade was in this match, I could have used this match, in my opinion, to set up. Unless if it comes down to Becky and Bianca and Becky wins, because of course Bianca does have Becky's number in the history books, from what I can see. Or again, it could be Jade somehow costs Bianca the Chamber. Maybe it could come down to like a Becky and Naomi or something. I don't know, but Becky's winning this. There's no doubt about that. That's the first match. Second match is Judgment Day versus, I believe they're calling themselves now the New Catch Republic, formerly British Strong Style. I guess maybe because Trent Seven's not around, they don't want to keep calling him that, but they're taking on a team of Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne for the Undisputed Tag Team Championships. This will be a very good match for sure. Love all the men involved. This will be Tyler Bates' first main roster pay-per-view match, I believe, because I don't think he's wrestled in any of the Rumble matches. I'm definitely excited to see what he does. Again, I'm so glad we finally had Pete Dunne as Pete Dunne again and not Butch. And I don't see Judgment Day dropping the tag titles here either. They're probably going to retain somehow. Tyler Bate's probably going to pull off some craziness. Like as I've always said, Tyler Bate can literally hang with any style of wrestling. The match they had with DIY, the stuff he does with like the airplane while doing like the Cesaro swing or whatnot is just out of my mind. He's not the biggest guy out there either, but yet he somehow always seems to mesh well with any style he wrestles. Pete Dunne, of course, again, is someone else who's just awesome as well. Great in the ring. We all know Finn Balor and Damian Priest are both awesome. Like I said, I am definitely waiting for Judgment Day to move on to something else, for sure. Hopefully after Mania. But I still think they're going to retain the tag titles. And as much as I would love to see DIY to be the ones to dethrone them, I still think, but based on, of course, of how over he was on Raw too, I think the long-term story is for R-Truth and The Miz, Awesome Truth, to be the ones to dethrone Judgment Day at WrestleMania. If you saw how much the crowd wanted R-Truth this past Monday on Raw, I think you can make that argument. There's the story is right there between the two of them. Again, don't get me wrong, DIY I think is except for their terrible theme song, DIY is finally, I think, starting to really, heat up on the main roster. But again, the story right there is with R-Truth. I think they gotta give him his props at Mania, and him and Miz win the tag titles as Awesome Truth thing would be pretty freaking awesome, I believe. Judgment Day, live, laugh, love. By the way, R-Truth liked my tweet the other day. I forgot to share that. I might have to share that on Instagram later on. But yeah, R-Truth did like my tweet when I did tweet the idea of him winning the tag titles at WrestleMania with The Miz, which of course was awesome for sure. It's the first time in a while, because I haven't tagged too many people in my tweets for a while. I mean, most of my attention's been from Instagram. But yeah, Judgment Day ain't dropping the belts here. It ain't going anywhere. So that's that. The next match will probably be the Women's World Championship match between Rhea Ripley and Nia Jax. Obviously, they had to have Rhea on the show, and I get this is a heel-on-heel match, but Rhea's going to be a babyface. We're in her home country of Australia. So why not take on the biggest heel in the company you could think of, Nia Jax? And look, again, credit where credit is due. The booking of Nia Jax since she's been back has been very well booked. I think she's played the role she's always meant to play really well. The problem I still have, though, is just please let her talk as minimal as possible, because she still cuts these freaking cringy promos. I don't know if it's because of the material or if it's just because of the way she delivers. It's got to be her delivery. It's got to be the way she delivers promos. She does not have any charisma on the microphone. I'm sorry. Again, in the ring, she's been better, but not on the microphone. But she can generate the heat, and Rhea's going to be welcomed home like a freaking hero. Honestly, if this wasn't the Elimination Chamber, I'd say make this the main event, because she'll probably get one of the bigger pops of the night. But Rhea's winning this. I don't think Nia really stands much of a chance to win this at all. Rhea will win this and again go on to WrestleMania and, as I'm predicting, retain over Becky Lynch. So we got that. Before we get to the main event, we will be having Grayson Waller hosting the Grayson Waller Effect for the second time on pay-per-view on the main roster. The first time was back at Payback 2023, which I was in attendance with live in Pittsburgh with my wife and my good buddy at Daniel Gaiza, well, my wife and my friend Daniel Gaiza. And Grayson Waller did host the Grayson Waller Effect at Payback, and his guest was Cody Rhodes. And that segment, which surprisingly, I didn't know what to expect from that, that segment was when Cody Rhodes brought Jey Uso over to Raw. Still think that story could have been done better, because I don't get what the point of Cody playing politics was to bring Jey over, just not for him to try to get it, be a wrinkle in Cody's story to winning the title at Mania. I don't know, but this time it's going to be different though. It's going to be Cody Rhodes and the World Heavyweight Champion Seth Rollins, who this past week on Raw, Cody Rhodes lost to Drew McIntyre thanks to help from the Bloodline, which of course is quite a coincidence. Drew McIntyre claims the reason why, he's not world champion today is because of the Bloodline. And then the Bloodline that helped him win a match against Cody, now all's kind of forgotten. And Seth Rollins in the back, he's like, what are you going to do? Like I've been saying, you need a plan. You need a plan to take out the Bloodline. So, obviously, again, they're still teasing the hell out of the idea of a Rock and Roman Reigns versus Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins tag match. Which at this point, just do it at WrestleMania Night 1. I'm probably going to have it in my predictions as of now, unless I change my mind. But I'm pretty sure, even though, again, I still think it should have happened here. But it couldn't because Seth Rollins is hurt. Had Seth not been hurt, I do think we would have had the match here at Chamber, the tag match. Because I do feel like it is going to be too late to have it at the next Saudi Arabia show. It would make sense because I still think Seth's dropping the title at Mania. And I feel like I'm still sticking with my guns. And especially also, because I didn't realize this till my wife pointed this out. Last Friday on SmackDown, when The Rock went to do the 1 sign, I didn't realize it until she pointed this out and she saw it somewhere on the internet. The Rock didn't do a 1. He did a loser sign. So is that foreshadowing that, again, him and Cody are kind of like a secret unit and Rock is just acting like he's good with Roman? Again, I still think that's the whole story. So they're probably gonna. I still think after WrestleMania, The Rock and Roman are gonna start having heat built between each other. So I still think at this point the best time to do the match is at night 1 of WrestleMania. And again, I think this show, this segment, this Grayson Waller segment is going to set that up. I think we will get a surprise appearance from The Rock and a surprise appearance from Roman Reigns in this segment. Because apparently, as of now, Roman Reigns is not advertised for Elimination Chamber. But they could fool us here. You never know. But yeah, it's got to be something to do with that. I don't see what else this could possibly be. Other the fact that, again, they probably wanted to get Grayson Waller on the show because they're in Australia, Grayson's home country. Of course, there was Bronson Reed, who also is from Australia, but they didn't put him in a chamber match. So that's all I got to say about that. And then finally, the main event for the men's Elimination Chamber match, where the winner will face Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania. It is Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton versus L.A. Knight, yeah, versus Kevin Owens versus Bobby Lashley and the United States Champion Logan Paul. Again, in an Elimination Chamber match, and again, the winner faces Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania. Again, as I said before in my recent reviews, I'm not upset that SmackDown superstars got involved in this. Again, last year, the reason why I didn't like that SmackDown superstars were in the World Heavyweight Championship tournament was because they had just had a draft and they had just said that this title is a Raw exclusive title. So why would you draft people to SmackDown just so they could fight for a Raw exclusive title? It does not make any sense at all whatsoever. Now, the chamber match, like, okay, you could have picked your champion winning Rumble, whether you were a Raw or SmackDown superstar. Because that freedom was there, again, I was okay with the fact that, that they had that. But like I said, my thing though was why didn't they have SmackDown stars face SmackDown stars and Raw stars face Raw stars like it was for the women? Why did all the matches have to be Raw versus SmackDown? They could, because you look at it now, everyone in this match is a SmackDown superstar except Drew McIntyre. I do think they could have, again, I love Bobby Lashley, but they could have had Bronson Reed be there instead because they're in their hometown. I guess I get kind of why they have both Kevin Owens and Logan Paul in the match because I guess their feud's continuing, although I'm not going to be opposed if they have Kevin Owens be the one to dethrone Logan Paul, but I'm still thinking they have to go with Logan Paul and LA Knight. Like, LA Knight needs some type of title right now. And him being U.S. champion is great for me. But I also, I've been wanting that match personally since last year's Money in the Bank. They teased the ever-living hell out of that at Money in the Bank. Again, so much so that I thought we were going to get LA Knight versus Logan Paul at SummerSlam. But again, they could use that to continue the story going to Mania. And I think they could set that up in this match. I think Bobby Lashley will get eliminated because of some distraction from the Final Testament. Again, I don't know if Kevin Owens and Logan Paul, though, will have something to do with one of their eliminations as well, even though, again, I think LA Knight's going to eliminate Logan Paul. Randy Orton, I'm not too sure. Like, I did make a possible prediction for him for Mania, and he will be on my WrestleMania 40 predicted card. I just don't know, though, what they're going to do with him, though, for sure. I have a thought, but I don't know if it's going to go through with it. But the only Raw superstar in this match, and I think who's going to win this, is Drew McIntyre. Again, he beat Cody Rhodes. He has this excellent heel character going on. I do think he needs to win the title at Mania. If not at Backlash. Because I don't know how, but based off his promos, I do think somehow Sami Zayn's going to make his way and make the World Heavyweight Championship match a triple threat match at WrestleMania. How he's going to do that, I don't know. Because I know a lot of people keep saying they think Sami's going to face Gunther, which that's fine, but especially with how he got the pop when he beat Ivar on Monday, I still want to see Chad Gable be the one to take the belt off of Gunther. I really do. If it wasn't for that, I think Gunther should have been in this match. I really think he should have been in this match for sure. But yeah, Drew's winning this match. And I think, again, either at WrestleMania, if not at Backlash, Drew will win the World Heavyweight Championship. As he should. And again, he deserves it from, the work he's done with this heel character. Been one of the more justified heel characters I've probably seen in my time watching wrestling. And that's it, guys. That's all I have. We have Becky winning the Women's Chamber, Judgment Day retaining the tag titles, Rhea retaining her Women's World title. The Grayson Waller segment will set up a tag match for Night 1 of WrestleMania with Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins versus Roman Reigns, and The Rock. And Drew McIntyre is winning the Chamber. With a couple little matches getting set up, like I said, Bobby Lashley will probably get his 6-man tag match with the Final Testament set up with. Why not Extreme Rules match that one? Would that be freaking fun? Logan Paul and LA Knight hopefully happen as well. And we'll see about the rest. So that's it, guys. That's my kind of quick Chamber preview and predictions. Anybody else in the live chat? We've got Mark and Tyler. Basically the same stuff that I was saying. Nothing really new. But thank you, guys. I guess that's going to do it here. We don't really have much else to do, much else to say. So yeah, again, it should be a solid, glorified house show. But we will get some final answers. We will get some more matches for WrestleMania 40 official. And after this, it's on the road to WrestleMania 40. And again, guys, what are your guys' thoughts? What are your predictions for Elimination Chamber 2024 in Perth? Leave your guys' thoughts down in the comments section below. And also be sure as always to slap a like on the video. And subscribe for more content to come to my channel. And follow me on Twitter as well at the Club of the Man 93. Also follow me on TikTok and Instagram at the Club of the Man 1993. I may do one more live stream this week on Friday. Maybe. Only because there's a couple topics that have been going on, that are a couple thoughts I've had this week that I kind of do want to talk about briefly. But I don't know for sure if I will do it. But it's very possible that I will. But again, my main thing the next couple days is I do want to get the graphics done for my WrestleMania 40 card, so that way it's ready and willing to be posted. Ready to be posted right after Elimination Chamber, after I watch it this weekend. Because I do want to, of course, get that one up and get it up for a long time, because my Elimination Chamber card did decent on views. I got 750 views on my Elimination Chamber card. And that one, again, had a lot of wrong matches on that card. But again, we're 23 subscribers away from WrestleMania. Not from WrestleMania. We're 23 subscribers away from 2,000, which I hope to have accomplished by WrestleMania 40 weekend. And we'll go from there. So guys, once again, like I said, thank you for joining me. I'm checking out. I'll catch y'all later. Have a great night. Again, be on the lookout for my Elimination Chamber review at the beginning of next week. And also be on the lookout for my WrestleMania 40 predicted match card, which should be posted probably either late on Sunday or if not by next Monday. So until then, guys, I'm checking out. I'll catch you guys all later. Have a great rest of your night. And do not forget, in order to be superior to the man, you've got to be the man. And for I am the man himself. And that is not just an opinion, my friends. That is a fact of life. Yeah!